We are in Charlotte, North Carolina. 2K Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Hornets. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Last outing for Minnesota, the loss to the Wizards. And it's the Hornets ball. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young... group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Edwards, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Richards. Back to man. Reed with the block.
Boy, give Naz Reid credit. He perfectly timed that block. Wow.
Edwards inside. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Richards. Back to Ball. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
But you get loose with the basketball around McDaniels. This guy's so quick defensively, and he turns it into offense.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Still without a basket in the game. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the evening. Hey, DB, we don't see a lot of them, but from what you have seen and heard, what can the Charlotte Hornets do better to improve their overall game?
Well, I think one of the things you have to look at is what are they doing successfully on the offensive end, and what are their weaknesses? One of the weaknesses is drawing fouls and getting opportunities at the free throw line. To me, Kev, the best teams do a good job of getting easy points, whether in transition or at the charity stripe.
Minnesota leading by 4. Edwards looking it over. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
Boy, Edwards so good in close. This guy has got touch and strength, everything you could ask for.
Deep 2 from Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaden McDaniels. LaMelo Ball came in like a storm into this NBA, Doris, but hasn't been able to stay healthy since.
It's so true, Kevin, and that's unfortunate because the skill is apparent every time he plays. He's a game changer with his size and his playmaking. The NBA is better off because of the flair and the style he brings when he is healthy. Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
The Hornets shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And that one misses. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Mann. He has yet to score.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
1:53 left in the first quarter. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. It's a 3-point game. Pass the ball. It's tipped. Charlotte moving it around. 3 on the clock. Williams can't get it to go. DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
Now here's Conley. Here's DiVincenzo. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Horton Tucker with the rebound. Hornets trail by 4. Right side, Martin. Looking for Conley. He gets it there. And now the Timberwolves on the break.
Mike Conley is an active, alert defender. Boy, he is known to pick a pocket or two.
There's 37 seconds left here in the opening quarter. To the paint. Here's Williams. Makes it off the glass.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Randall with the ball. Williams picks him up. Back to Randall. 3-pointer. The shot will not fall. Here's Bridges. Pass to Horton Tucker. To the inside. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 5 now.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 6. Let's take a quick break now. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. And out of bounds is the Timberwolves gain possession. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play. Competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard and they should get as much recognition. Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough one. Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Minnesota leading by 8. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
Guys, you have to put a body on Anthony Edwards. This guy is too skilled and too strong.
And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. The muscle from Edwards.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to Gibson. The kick out to Ball. It's stolen by Edwards. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Gibson. And here's the fast break. Paul leading the way. Here's Bridges. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Bridges got 7 points in the game. Minot can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 10 to the middle. Here's Gibson. Out to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. A second chance effort. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Edwards inside. Moves back up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language. They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
Goes up off the inbound. And Ball slams it in.
Now, this is what you love about having length in the backcourt. That 6'7" frame. Go ahead and finish, LaMelo.
Here's Edwards. Outside for Randall. Back to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Over Ball. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Hornets trail by 10. The shot's good from Horton Tucker. Horton Tucker's got his first bucket in this one.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And finished off by Edwards.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Mann. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves leading by 10. From deep three-point land. They get the rebound. Pass to McDaniels.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Back to Reed. Shoots over Richards. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Reeves got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves. Here's Ball. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, just take what the defense gives you. If they concede the mid-range, LaMelo says, I like that shot.
Conley's shot is off. And here's Charlotte. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Charlotte shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. First free throw is good. And Doris, a new era began in Charlotte after Michael Jordan's departure as owner in 2023.
And Kevin, with that ownership change, there's always a transition period, and it may take a while for the Hornets to find success. But there are some reasons for optimism, and you begin with the young point guard.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Timberwolves shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws. And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
Timberwolves leading by 12. Up top, DiVincenzo. Out to Conley. For 3. The rebound by Richards.
definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
The kick out to Ball. Pass to Bridges. Back to Ball. Second shot opportunity. The teardrop falls in.
And how clever is this guy? I mean, just no fear going with the soft, high-arcing floater.
Outside Conley. Here's McDaniels. Shot, high post. Hits the front of the rim and out. And so we wrap up the first half. The Timberwolves on top, up by 10. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And happy you could join us. Hornets trail by 10. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nick Richards. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Minnesota leading by 9. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report.
Anthony
Edwards on target. Drills it from way out there.
Anthony Edwards getting into that pull-up game. Nicely done.
Ball with the bucket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Minnesota in the lead. It's Edwards on the wing. From past the arc. And another 3 for Minnesota.
That's his second make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Ball with the drive. That one good for 2. Ball's got his second basket of the game.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Edwards with another miss.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Pass the ball. Shot clock at 6. Out to Bridges. The tray. Conley grabs the miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Well, Doris, there's no question Miles Bridges is a talented scorer out on the wing.
You are exactly right, Kevin. This is a young man capable of putting up 20 points per game on a nightly basis. Now I want to see Bridges take strides as a defender. He has to show more commitment on that end of the floor.
Bridges outside. Back to Richards. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Up top, Edwards. 24 points for him. And it's blocked. Outside, ball. Here's Richards. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Hornets trail by 7. Horton Tucker with it. Pass to Williams. The kick out to Williams. 14 feet away. Rebound, Minnesota. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Edwards at the rim.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Williams in the post. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Pass to Randall. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And that's now 7 points for Julius Randle.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
Inside. Outside for Curry. Charlotte moving it around. Williams in the post. And the layup falls. Williams has got 6 points.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And now just a 5-point Timberwolves lead. Now and he has 28 points for the game. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
And it's the Hornets ball. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. It's good.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Minnesota leading by 3. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Here's Smith. And the dunk by Smith.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
Dillingham with the buckets. He got it up. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total.
The Minnesota team, 48.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And the rebound goes to Martin. Hornets trail by 4. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Williams with the block.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Horton Tucker's shot is off.
Charlotte foul.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
First team foul.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Pass to Alexander Walker. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. 5 to shoot. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession.
Substitution for
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Another miss by Minnesota.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Back to ball. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's man. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Pass to Garza. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, it doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
Hornets trail by 5. Off the inbound. And it's good on the way in.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, offensively coming down the stretch, to me it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Assist goes to
Anthony. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Richards. Back to ball. It's deflected. Down low. Man with it. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Man's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
We got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He wants his team to mix it up offensively. He said, we've been settling for too many threes. Don't be afraid to attack the rim. Challenge the defense. Let's see some variety out there. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Ball finishes with power, not just going for the layup, solid at throwing it down deep inside.
Edwards loves it in there.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Here's Ball. Julius Randle with the rebound. Oh, here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
And Ball slams it in.
Well, LaMelo Ball relishes these moments. That young man has no fear.
Here's Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good.
Anthony Edwards is a physical force. This guy has the frame and the game to be an elite two-way player.
Pass to Richards. On the wing, man. Stolen by Conley. And Edwards with the... Whoa! A little extra right there from Edwards.
Boy, Anthony Edwards out in transition, knows his teammates made a defensive play, and wisely leaks out.
Outside, ball. Man can't hit.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Outside, Edwards. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. And clearly an important junction. He's going to have some choice words with his team. .125 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Good on the shot.
Wow, LaMelo is always a tough matchup, but tonight almost impossible.
Edwards holding off the D and converts.
Fucking bitch, dude.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
Pass to Jeffries. Stolen by Michael Conley. Edwards' shot is good. Edwards got 42 in the game.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Timberwolves.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Edwards inside. The layup missed.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed
How do
out
you
on a
miss
couple
that,
of
bro?
opportunities
Why the fuck
they'd
open
love to
too
do
like
over.
that? Yeah, that's the fucking craziest part. The ball goes around me. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
And Edwards slams it in.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Stolen by Reed.
I'm done with the deal, bro. I'm not playing this shit.
Three-pointer. That one's not going to go. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on.
When you see me, you can't ask the odds. We know forgiving. I find a loophole. Been since about no